my name is Patrick Mercer, and I am Assistant Vice President and Wellness Director for Frost Insurance Agency, which is the brokerage firm of Frost Bank. And I am on the executive committee for Emerging Leaders.
Thank you so much for your time today, Patrick. It's so nice to get to talk to you. So I would love to know, how did you first learn about and get involved with United Way?
Yeah, so I moved to Austin in 2005. So outside of driving past the United Way office and maybe seeing, the name on some banners, or maybe you guys were a sponsor or an event or something that I was at, didn't really have a lot of history or context as to what United Way was, or the work that United Way does in the community. And so whenever I started at Frost, we had our big annual campaign where fortunately Frost matches dollar for dollar every penny that comes in that an employee designates once a year to give towards United Way. And so out of the gate, that was I went to our team meeting, and there was a representative from United Way there just to talk more about the mission. And a lot of our leadership also just kind of spoke to the value in their experience with United Way. And so over the years, I've gotten to see how much work we do with the community. And it's a really important part of the Frost company and our culture. And so out of all of the organizations and nonprofits that Frost works with over the course of the year, United Way is the one that they have allotted once a year to be the organization that they match dollar for dollar at our big annual fundraiser. So I think that stood out to me. That said a lot. And then I kind of did my own research and due diligence, and decided it was something that I wanted to support as well.
Thank you so much. And we are so grateful for all of your support. So my next question digs a little deeper, but why are you involved with United Way? Besides, being part of this campaign, what about United Way keeps bringing you back?
Well, the first answer is the people. It seems like everybody that I've met, whether it be a staff member or a volunteer or supporter, they just have a heart for service, and they just have a heart for giving back and serving the underserved, and just creating opportunities for people that maybe haven't had the same opportunity or are less fortunate. And so first and foremost, it was, a little bit selfish. I wanted to serve, which isn't selfish, but I found myself just wanting to be around the people that were involved with United Way more and more. And so that was kind of my initial reason, was just wanting to expand my network and community. And then I got to just be more comfortable with the people involved, and I realized just how selfless they really were. And it seemed like the volunteers were getting just as much, if not more, from their time in service than those that were actually receiving the service. And so that was just something that I kind of wanted. I found that I was looking for opportunities to serve and something to kind of help fill me up outside of work. And fortunately, United Way was one of those avenues.
And we are so grateful that we are one of your avenues. So you mentioned a little bit about filling yourself up outside of work, but I would love to hear about how your work at Frost Insurance intersects with what we're doing at United Way.
That's a great question, and something I've actually never really thought of until right now. I think historically, a lot of people have thought that you've kind of got your work life, right, and you've got your personal life. And I think, in this environment, I think people are realizing that work and, play can intersect and should intersect. And so thinking through that question, there's actually a lot of parallels, interestingly enough. So my job at Frost Insurance is to help our customers plan and design and implement programming and resources to help their employees. Initially, it was to kind of live healthier lives, but I think health can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And so at the root, I think it's really just digging and finding resources and making them available to people that maybe they didn't know were available, ultimately allowing them to live a more fulfilling life and just thrive in whatever environment they're placed in now.
Awesome. I love that. That's exactly what we want to do at United Way, is making sure that people are thriving. So last question, As a member of the Executive Committee for Emerging Leaders, which is a group of tomorrow's leaders who support United Way's mission through philanthropy, advocacy, and volunteerism, and who all believe that everyone deserves to enjoy the promise of Austin, why is investing in the community important to you?
I think the community has been invested in me since I've been here, and so fortunately I'm in a position, whether it's through work or just at this stage in my life, where I feel like I'm able to give back, whether that's financially with my time, and also just kind of helping connect the dots for people who are looking to network with like-minded individuals. My parents, from a very early point in my life, told me that it was really important to give back to your community, to give back and serve as a mentor for others. And so I've had some great people in my life who have helped me get where I am at now, and I've had a great just support system. And I know that not everyone has that, whether it's a broken family situation, or they've gone through something, or maybe they don't have a supportive network at work or at home. And I've just been really, really blessed and really, really fortunate. And so as I got a little bit older and as I got a little bit more mature, I think I started to realize and just understand just how important those role models and those faces and people have been in my life. And really, ultimately, it wasn't until I served as a mentor a couple years ago for a kid who's in junior high who actually lives in the same area and is right smack dab in the middle of the same demographic that United Way services, and got to really kind of just see just the issues that he got to see and encounter on a daily basis, and some of the struggles that the family was having. And so I think, just like a lot of things, until you really throw yourself into that environment, you don't really understand it. And so I got to spend a couple years with Eric, that was his name, and his family, and his four brothers and sisters, and his mom, and just help them just kind of be a role model in his life, and just let them know that everything that he sees and encounters on a daily basis doesn't have to be what his future looks like. And so it wasn't until I got thrown in by my own doing that I didn't really understand and fully appreciate just how much that mentee-mentor relationship can have. And so anything that I can do, I can help connect people with resources that put them in a better position, then I'm all for it.
Well, again, Patrick, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for being a leader within the Emerging Leaders Group and within the Emerging Leaders Executive Committee. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.